In the quiet stillness of dawn, somewhere amid the dense foliage of South Asia's forests, a faint cracking sound emerges from an unassuming nest on the ground. A peach-colored chick, damp and trembling, struggles free from its speckled egg. This is the first chapter in the life of one of nature's most breathtaking marvels, the peacock. From these humble beginnings, a journey of survival, transformation and display unfolds, sculpted by evolution over millions of years. The story of a peacock starts long before the world witnesses its brilliant blue and green plumage. Peahens, the less flamboyant yet equally vital female counterparts, carefully select nesting sites, usually shallow scrapes hidden in dense grass or underbrush. A typical clutch consists of 3 to 6 eggs, laid over consecutive days. The incubation period lasts about 27 to 30 days, during which the peon's camouflage and maternal vigilance shield the vulnerable eggs from predators such as mongooses, jackals, and snakes. Remarkably, peafowl eggs possess an exceptionally tough shell, providing protection against both physical harm and microbial invasion. Upon hatching, peachicks emerge precocial, born with their eyes open, covered in soft down, and capable of walking within hours. Nature equips them with the ability to follow their mother almost immediately, allowing them to evade ground-level threats. During the first weeks, the peachicks rely heavily on their mother for warmth, guidance, and protection. Their diet consists of insects, seeds, tender leaves, and small invertebrates, providing essential proteins for rapid growth. At this stage, their survival hinges on learning the art of stealth and vigilance. Without their mother's sharp eye and subtle warning calls, many would fall victim to opportunistic predators. As the weeks roll by, peachicks begin to explore their environment more independently. Their feathers transition from soft, fluffy down to juvenile plumage, a muted blend of brown, beige, and bronze that offers crucial camouflage against their woodland habitats. At around 3 months, they start to show early signs of sexual dimorphism, although the male's signature train won't appear until much later. By 6 months, juveniles become proficient foragers, capable of hunting small reptiles, seeds, and insects. Social bonds formed during this period play a key role in their survival, as young peafowl often gather in small flocks for communal protection. Between 12 to 24 months, male peafowl begin a dramatic transformation. Their dull juvenile feathers are slowly replaced by vibrant hues of iridescent blue and green, and the first hints of the iconic train, which is not actually a tail but elongated upper tail coverts, begin to grow. This train, adorned with eye spots called ocelli, doesn't reach full grandeur until around 3 years of age, when the peacock reaches sexual maturity. By their 3rd year, male peacocks become one of nature's most spectacular showpieces. During the breeding season, which coincides with the onset of the monsoon, peacocks gather in leks, communal display arenas, where they fan out their trains in a hypnotic dance, shimmering and rattling the feathers to entice peons. Interestingly, while their flamboyant displays seem purely visual, recent research has revealed that low-frequency infrasound vibrations are also produced during the display, subtly communicating fitness to potential mates. Peons select their partners based on the number, size, and symmetry of ocelli. A phenomenon rooted in evolutionary biology where physical traits often serve as indirect indicators of genetic health. While their dazzling plumage has long captivated the human eye, the true value of the peafowl lies far deeper than their beauty. These birds are not merely ornaments of the wild, but active engineers in maintaining the health of their ecosystems. With each step through grasslands and forests, peafowl become unwitting gardeners. Their diet, rich in fruits and berries, allows them to scatter seeds across the landscape, aiding in the natural regeneration of plant life. As they roam in search of food, they help shape the very habitats they call home. Their sharp eyes and omnivorous appetite also earn them the title of pest regulators. Insects, small reptiles, and even agricultural pests fall prey to their keen foraging skills, quietly maintaining a balance between predator and prey. And when the opportunity arises, peafowl serve as nature's cleanup crew. By consuming carrion, they help prevent the spread of disease and contribute to the delicate web of life that sustains their environment. In every sense, these birds stand as both the gardeners and the silent guardians of the wild. Behind the shimmering feathers and regal strut lies a creature of remarkable resilience and surprising talent. Despite the grandeur of their elaborate tail, peafowl are nimble flyers, capable of launching themselves into the air in short, powerful bursts, an essential skill that allows them to roost high above the forest floor, safely beyond the reach of nighttime predators. The magic of their iridescent colors isn't born from pigment, but from microscopic, crystal-like structures embedded within their feathers. These structures bend and scatter light, creating the ever-shifting, jewel-like hues that make the peacock one of nature's most iconic sights. Yet perhaps the greatest surprise is their adaptability. Beneath the elegance lies a creature built for survival. From the dense canopies of ancient forests to the sunlit edges of farmland, wild peafowl are masters of adjustment, thriving in a variety of landscapes, provided the land itself remains intact. For all their resilience, the future of the peafowl is growing increasingly uncertain in the face of climate change. Subtle shifts in temperature and rainfall are quietly rewriting the rules of life for these birds. Peafowl breeding is finely tuned to the rhythm of the monsoon. When these rains arrive late or not at all, entire generations can be placed at risk. Chicks may hatch into environments barren of the food and cover they need to survive. As human expansion continues to encroach upon the natural world, nesting grounds are lost, and foraging spaces dwindle. Rising temperatures dry out once thriving habitats, forcing peafowl to venture further and further in search of refuge and sustenance. Fragmented landscapes also leave them exposed, increasing the risk of predation and poaching as they move between isolated patches of forest. But perhaps the greatest threat lies in the unseen chain reactions. As global temperatures climb, the diversity of plants and insects that sustain the peafowl begins to shrink, slowly unraveling the fragile ecosystem they depend on. Their story is a living reminder. The health of a single species is always entwined with the health of the world around it. From a fragile, fluffy chick to an emblem of nature's artistry, the peacock's life is a testament to the beauty of evolutionary design. Their role as seed spreaders, and pest controllers, makes them vital contributors to ecological health. Not just ornamental marvels, but as climate change accelerates and human activity encroaches deeper into their territories, the survival of these resplendent birds hangs in the balance. Protecting peafowl is not only about preserving beauty, it's about safeguarding biodiversity and the subtle yet essential roles these creatures play in the ecosystem. In the end, the fate of the peacock mirrors the broader health of our planet. If we can secure their future, perhaps there is hope yet for the dazzling variety of life on Earth. Let me know in the comments what your favorite peacock fact is. And don't forget to suggest other animals you'd like to learn about in future videos. Please subscribe, like, and share if you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.